What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nightmare Clients, where we take anonymous submissions and tell y'all's worst client experiences.
I'm Dustin, this is Jacob, and if you have a terrible client story you want to submit, click the link below in the description. If not, let's jump into today's episode. Episode 2, let's go. So just to set the context, this guy is a car videographer, photographer. He reached out to another guy that puts that kind of stuff on Instagram and was like, hey, your car stuff is super sick already.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet up and shoot you and your vehicle.
So said client has a dope car he wants to take videos of.
Yeah. Let's get into the story. Okay, so this was a car guy that lives somewhere far away and goes to most of the car meets that I go to. I DM'd him to see if he wanted to shoot the day after the car meet. And he said, yes, bro, all caps. I'm down, let's do it.
Yes.
Keep in mind, I don't normally charge people during car meet weekends because it's like a community thing, I guess, and like you're there as part of the community, which I think makes pretty good sense.
That's dope, for real.
Yeah, like it's like you're not gonna charge at a model meetup.
Yeah, exactly.
So we DM'd a lot about shooting this video, and then the day of the car meet comes. I see his car at the car meet, go up to him and talk to him. People told me after I met him that I need to tell him a specific time and place to meet because he doesn't ever show up on time.
Sounds like me.
So he meets him at the car meet. He's warned by other people that this guy doesn't show up on time, be very straightforward with him. So that's already a bad sign. So I go up to him at the car meet and tell him all of the specifics, and he's like, all right, bet, bro, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the next day came and they're supposed to shoot at 10 a.m. I had no idea what spots looked good because I was unfamiliar with the area. So I got up at 7 a.m. and left to go scout for cool spots, which is great as a creative. Like, you're that dedicated to just get up and go find spots.
Mad props.
Mad props, indeed. 10 a.m. rolls around and I have no answer from him. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
This man's still asleep.
2 p.m. They're supposed to shoot at 10 a.m. This guy got up at 7 to go scout spots to give this guy like a fire video.
I would have been so frustrated.
Yeah. So at 2 p.m. he decides to text me back, quote, oh, sorry bro, I didn't wake up. I was partying all night. At the next meet, I got you, bro.
Living that life.
All caps. To make me even more mad, he went and shot with someone else that whole afternoon. That's awful.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, dude. The next
what it
week,
kind of sounds like is this man, he went up to him and was like, hey, let's do this. And then the guy was totally down for it. But then like later that day, he may have had someone else reach out to him at a later time, or just, I don't even know.
I think he just slept.
Yeah, this man just slept in and then blamed it on partying. Yeah. Because he sleeps till 1 p.m. every day. And then he's like, all right, gotta do something now.
True. And then the last line says, I will not film with that person unless they are willing to pay. Which I think makes sense. Like this, essentially he's like, this guy doesn't get any more chances.
That's a huge waste of your time.
Yeah, so he's not giving him any more opportunities at a free video. So we also ask on the submission form what you learned from this experience. We want to share these stories and relate and laugh at them, honestly, but we also want to learn and then help y'all learn as freelancers. So the submission form says, what did you learn from this experience? Quote, if people do not answer me at least 1 hour before and will be late, I'm gonna start charging. Just like last week's photographer said they did. If you didn't see last week's episode, you can click the card right here to go learn about that. Yeet. Yeah, or just not shoot at all. Like if someone's not responding to you an hour before,
cancel that bad boy.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a contract thing too. Like if you have a contract, then just stay.
No, yeah.
Because then you'll get in trouble. Anyway, his last thing that he learned is also, I should probably start charging at events. So we were talking earlier like, oh yeah, of course you don't charge, but because it's like a model meetup. But I think it's a little different. I think this person should start charging at events because it's probably a very great business opportunity.
See, not only that, but the difference between like how we referenced we wouldn't charge for a photo meetup, the difference between that and a car meetup, I mean, I don't know how car meetups go, but I'm sure like 80% of the time there's not that many professional level photographers there compared to a photo meetup where people are strictly going there to get photos.
Yeah.
So it's like for this, if you're offering this, I think that's definitely something you can monetize because it's not like you're taking advantage of the situation. I mean,
No, you're in the best way.
Yeah, exactly. You're not, it's not in a bad way taking advantage of, as being like, I am very good at this one thing, I've put in a lot of time to get this good, and I can offer this to people.
No, you wouldn't walk in, I don't know why there would just be a random group of models, but you wouldn't walk into a group of models and be like, who wants free photos?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, here's my card. Today's episode is sponsored by Vista Brand.
Woo!
All right, everybody, that's all we have for you today. If you liked this video, if you learned something, click the like button down there. That helps us out a lot. If you know some freelancers, some creatives, share this video with them. And then if you want to see another episode next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, click subscribe, click the bell so you get a little notification on your phone and you can be there right when we're there. And we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yeet!